on how to fix that.
Is it a Twitch thing, maybe?
Live now. All right, it fixed. I'm live now.
Is it fixed?
Yeah, we're back. We're back.
I see it live.
We are back.
I actually think that was a.
That's really odd, because it never once stopped on my side. Like, I still see our timer going.
Right, and obviously nobody lost internet.
That's really
No.
weird. Oh,
Probably.
sorry,
We're
folks.
back.
I wonder if that's gonna fuck up the VOD later.
Probably.
I don't know.
Almost
Just
assured.
splice it together.
Nah, we'll figure it out.
Dumbo.
Damn, sorry, gang. I have no idea what happened.
There we go. Yeah, I had to reload again because it said there was 0 viewers, and I was like, that's not possible because I know I'm at least here, but it's back to normal.
Alrighty. But Sal continues and he says, "Oh, there's all sorts of things happening this lately, lass. But you might be a bit out of luck if passage out of this way is what you're looking for. It's a bit of the end of the road as no boats have been leaving."
Did they tell you why?
Oh, you're asking me? As
Is
if
there
you
anyone
don't
else
already
here
know
that-
the dangers that lie beyond that there coastline. No sailor worth their salt is gonna risk it for that.
Well, I never knew you to be a sailor worth your salt.
Ow!
He smiles at this and gives you a little nod, and he goes, "I'll see about that, lad. You say you've got yourself a bit of a crew willing to set out.
That's good enough as any.
And how many are in that crew?"
You think I'm going to tell you that? So you can put a little tally on your notepad.
Tell you what, if I win this next hand, we share a little bit more information about ourselves and our current standings.
Alright, deal.
Why do you guys have to wager in order to share more about yourselves?
He
I'm
gives a
looking at
chuckle
both of
and he looks to you, Mia, and he goes, "Don't let this one deceive you, little miss. This one doesn't share lightly, and not without some kind of heavy cost behind it."
Mina is gonna look at Audrin with like a little bit of questioning and potentially a little bit of hurt in her eyes.
Oh,
That's rich coming from you, considering you've tried to have me killed several times, but, Alright then, I'll accept your terms.
well,
Now Mina's just looking astonished between the two of you.
a worthy penalty for a known cheat, as it were.
Alright, let's roll these fucking dice.
We're gonna change the game now, Audrin.
Oh,
Oh,
changing
for
the
fuck's
game.
sake.
To crown and anchor. Still dice. But the stakes are ever so slightly higher. You know how to play this one, right, lad? You remember,
crown and
don't
anchor?
you?
Aye.
Indeed. So, crown and anchor. The odds of this game, Audrin, you would know, are incredibly unfavorable.
Oh,
The rules are you pick a number and you place a bet. Like a number between 1 and 6. The dealer will roll 3d6. If 1 die lands on your number, you get your chips back. If 2 die land on your number, you get double. And if all 3 land on your number, you triple.
wow.
In fact, to make it interesting, why don't we use that little set of dice you have right there in your hand? I'm sure the dealer wouldn't mind.
We have a deal.
Uh-oh.
Is
I
it
don't
just
think-
them two, or is it all of us?
Everyone, you can all pick a number.
Okay, I pick a number. Do I gotta say it out loud?
Yes.
I pick. Well, wait a minute. You're the DM. You never roll ones.
I'll pick
What
up.
are you talking
always-
about? I rolled so many ones in that one fight.
Also, bear in mind we're using weighted dice right now.
Do we?
They're,
Do
they're
we?
They
always
don't know
gonna come
that.
out. They're always gonna come out the highest number. Yeah, you guys wouldn't know, but talking about a character.
But so we all have to pick a number. I'll put down 2 chips. I'll just set down 2 chips and say, I'll go with. 2.
Alright.
I don't know.
Dealer collects the bet. Sal slides over 100 chips
What the fuck?
and says, "Put it all on grand old number 6."
He saw you, buddy.
What are you gonna do? He's gonna put. Audrey's gonna put all of the rest of his chips in. He says, "I like those odds very well."
How many chips you got, Andre?
4.
Mina's gonna put 2 in on the number 5.
Okay. The dice are rolled, and I'll do it for sound effect. Humi, your bet?
Oh, yes, I was going to put 5 on 1 for my dear Francis.
Oh! The dice are rolled. Nice little sound effect for y'all. And, funny enough, 3 6s line the table after a solid thud. Chips are slid around. Sal collects his small bounty. Audrin, you get double. The rest of you lose your chips to the house.
I only got 3 chips left.
I'm sorry, guys.
No chips.
Okay, so that leaves me with 12 chips.
Well, that was a bit of fun, would you not say, Audrin? And he gives you a bit of a wink.
As fun as I can remember.
He then picks the dice up from the table and kind of tosses them back your way, and he goes, "You can keep those filthy things back where you got them."
What?
He catches them, puts them in his pocket, and he says, "Oh, they'll be serving me yet."
How does the rest of the table react to this back and forth banter?
The company that Sal Mochisano is keeping with him all look a bit... No, I don't want to say dubious, that's not the right word. They're looking intently, with a bit of a smile to themselves, kind of giving themselves all like a nudge. Kind of relishing a little bit, the slight little bit of embarrassment.
Rory's just picturing how she could beat all of those Goonies in a fight in her head, and she's just smiling as she imagines bashing their skulls against the ground.
Hey, I made a profit. I can't argue with that.
We went from Goonies to bashing their skulls against the ground.
Hey, they're
in one word.
gooning?
They're gooning.
I'm calling them Goonies.
That's what Aurora said. The Goonies are alright.
Oh yeah, we got another like going live notice. Damn, I guess it really did take it down the first time. Oh, that sucks. Sal gives you a nod and goes, "I'll tell you what. If any single one of you lot can beat me in a card game, I might be willing to offer the slightest bit of assistance in getting out of this port."
Add a character, how would the card game work?
The card game is called Hand of Fate.
Ooh,
What that means?
what is that?
I'm immediately sold. I want to play.
Each player rolls a d12 and keeps their roll a secret, which means you get to use your in real life dice, guys!
I want to do that so bad, please!
Oh god, these are horrible terms.
Get your dice. Get yourself a d12.
I got it.
Actually, grab a couple d12s if y'all got them. Everyone grab a die. Or a couple d12s.
A couple d12s? Okay. I have so many pretty dice because of all my
Hell yeah.
friends.
So each player rolls a 1d12 and keeps their roll secret. The players have the chance to raise their bet at this point, call their bet, or fold. This continues until the bets are equal. A d12 is then rolled, which all players can see. Each player has a second chance to raise, call, or fold. And then, a second and final d12 on my end is rolled secretly, and each player gets one last chance to raise, call, or fold. Once all the
Okay,
bets are equal, the dice are revealed. The player with the highest combined total for their dice wins the pot.
So first one we're rolling privately here, like in our own room.
Yeah, so the first one you guys roll privately, and then the last two are the ones that I roll.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Okay.
And you add what I rolled to your pot, though you'll only know the first one that I rolled, not the second.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right. Okay.
So do we roll before or after we ante up?
Fuck is my d12? I
Oh,
found
so
it.
I only needed one die. I just grabbed like 3 because I
For
got
some,
so
I misread at the
excited.
beginning. I thought you guys rolled those like extra ones, but it turns out I do. My bad. So you will roll your d12 first, and
Okay.
then you will have a chance to start betting from then on.
What was the
Okay.
name of this game?
It's called Hand of Fate.
Okay.
Oh shit. All right. I rolled.
So how about it? If any of you lot can beat me, I'll make it worth your while.
I'm in.
That
I already
sounds
rolled,
interesting.
so I'm in.
I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
I used the dice that my jade green dice that I really like a lot, made out of jade.
Ooh.
That one always does me well usually, but we'll see.
So do we
So everyone
roll-
roll a d12 privately real quick. And keep your
Okay.
number
Okay.
secret.
Oh, this isn't gonna go well.
Let me roll it for him, I guess. As the cards are beginning to be dealt, the dealer deals each of you one card. Keep it secret,
Okay.
keep it safe. You're so right, Gruta.
Mm-hmm.
So that's then essentially the card is the number that we
Yeah,
just
the card
rolled.
is the number that you just rolled for yourself.
Okay.
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 So, each of you having that, Sal looks around to each of you and he goes, I'll raise 2 gold pieces, or 2 chips.
I'll raise and I will put forth the last 3 of my chips. 3 chips.
I'll put in 3 chips as well. I'll save 1.
I'm go big or go home. That's what I'm thinking right now.
I'll put in the 2 chips I've profited so far.
I will put in 7.
7. He gives you all a nod and he goes, everyone's feeling rather confident tonight.
Go big or go home. You know what they say.
I like the way you think, lass.
I don't say
I'll
anything back.
raise 2 more for fun. Does anyone else raise, call, or fold?
No, I could only. That was all I had for chips.
Okay,
I'll go in. I'll call. I'll go into 3.
okay.
It's the last one I have.
So everyone calls.
Mhm.
The dealer reaches down and picks up a card, and then places it face up amongst you all to see. It is a
What's the
5.
number? Okay, okay.
Everyone now has a second chance to raise, call, or fold at this point.
I'm
I'm
gonna
all in.
raise to 3.
I'm gonna call because I have no more fucking coins. Damn it! I should have just put in 2 and then put in 1 more. But I want to stay in the game. I want to stay in the game.
Sal just smiles and he goes, I'll raise you 5 more tokens.
I have no more tokens, but I want to keep playing.
So if everyone calls,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
the dealer once again picks up a card and places it down. And she looks around to you all with a gentle smile and goes, will there be any more bets for this table?
Not for me.
Well, I really shouldn't be doing this, but I would like to add a little bit of diamond dust to the pot, if that's all right.
Sal's eyes kind of ever
You're
so
right, you
slightly
shouldn't.
widen at this.
Why would you do that?
And he goes, "You roll for a diamond dust.
Yes.
It's quite a generous offer."
It's only a wee bit. And I give 5 gold pieces worth diamond dust into it.
I'll allow that. 5 gold of
Oh,
diamond
really?
dust is now sitting on the table in a little pouch.
He said that if one of us wins, he'll help us get a ship.
Yeah, he said he'll offer you aid in getting a ship out of here.
All right, that's what I thought. Well, I would have nothing else to really want.
Under one
from him.
caveat that has not been mentioned yet.
But I guess it's too late to ask what that
a
caveat is.
No, we're in it now. Let's do it.
Yeah,
you
we're
can
in
ask
it.
him mid-game if you want.
Nope, let's just fucking.
Let's just do it, yeah.
I can't
Doesn't
stop you
matter.
if you want to, but
I mean, I could ask, but I could just ask. It's not going to change anything for me. I'm just wondering. But I think the not knowing is kind of more fun.
So, the total right now on the table is about 32 gold pieces.
Okay.
And at this, the dealer flips over the last card.
Okay. What's the number?
The number is a 7.
Okay.
So
okay.
everyone
okay.
total up their number. And we will
I rolled
go,
really well the first time.
We'll go around in a counterclockwise circle, starting with Audrin. What do you have?
a 9.
Total?
Mm,
Yeah. Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What,
You add the 2 dealer cards to it.
Oh, to the okay. So that would be the first was a 5 and then a 7. So that's 12 plus 9.
Oh, so you have a
that-
21?
21?
21.
Okay.
Blackjack.
I was gonna say a 9's
nine?
really fucking low. Holy shit.
What's 9 plus 10?
21? Okay. Granny apples?
21 also.
Aurora?
23. I rolled an 11 on my first die.
Okay. Mina?
I'm also at a 23.
Hell yeah. Did you
Double
roll an
doubles.
11?
I rolled an 11.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
I almost rolled a 12, but then it rolled back on me.
I shouldn't go to the casino, Gruta. I just lost that bet.
Sal flips
Yeah, but-
down his cards,
Oh, I'm so scared.
revealing a 21.
No! Sorry. I hope that cut out so nobody's ears got pierced.
Meaning, 2 of you have beaten him,
And the other 2 tied him.
and
so-
the other 2 tied him. Holy shit, that's fucking crazy, guys!
Aurora's gonna
Yeah.
look up at him with a little
Oh,
smirk.
Gruta said ouch.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gruta. I got too excited. I never win games, but I won a game. Me
So,
and Mina won the game.
a 32 gets divvied up between Mina and Aurora,
Hell yeah.
as well as the little pouch of 5 gold of diamond dust.
You keep I'll let Mina keep the diamond dust. Actually, I'm just gonna give the diamond. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go to
put-
Mina
put
and
the
say, "Can
diamond
we
dust."
just give this back to Humi?"
Yeah, you can just
Keep
give
that
it
in the
back to
group
him if you
loot.
want.
Yeah,
but I
let's
don't
just give it-
trust Humi not to bet it away again.
All right, Humi Gons put 5 gold's worth of diamond dust in group loot, and you said it's 32 split between the 2 of us.
16 each.
Nice.
Hell yeah, we're
He's-
technically ahead.
So he smiles at this and leans back and he goes, "Well, albeit I'm beat when I'm beat. Fair and square this time, I'm sure." And he gives you a look, Audrin.
He's gonna smile.
Well,
Excuse me.
a deal's a deal. I offered assistance getting out of this port, and I will offer what assistance I can offer. Under one condition.
What's the
Uh-huh.
condition?
Oh boy.
First of which, I need to know where this destination is of yours that you're headed.
We're going back home, as a matter of fact. Emerus.
He gives a thoughtful nod, and he goes, "Any port in particular, or just any that you can get to?"
The nearest one we can find.
Well, second part of the condition. You're taking me with you.
What?
I intend to get out of this port the second I can find an available ship willing to set sail on these treacherous waters. And I'm not passing an opportunity to get out of here. So I'll offer you my financial assistance. But you gotta take me with you.
I don't mind if you join. It was fun playing games.
How do we know you're not going to turn on us and kill Aldrin over here, like you've apparently tried to do so many times before?
He laughs at this and he goes, "Oh, I've never tried it with my hands personally. But I've got no reason to kill the one that's gonna be leading me right back to where I need to be."
And another thing, can you fight? Because we might have to do a lot of that.
I might be
Considering
getting
how
up
the
there
wa-
in my years, but I've still got a bit of a spark left in me.
Alright, hold on a minute there, Sam. With the amount of coin you've got, you mean to be telling me that me and my crew are the best chance you've had so far in getting out of this place?
That was going to be my third thing, actually. I was going to be like, damn. Like, you got all this money and you want us? Okay.
Maybe you're not quite understanding what I've been saying, Aldrin. There are no ships leaving this port. So if you've
Alright.
got a way out, I'm willing to financially secure the way.
I'll find one. Promise you that much.
You said you haven't even spoken to the harbor master yet.
I don't imagine I will, either.
Aldrin. And he just kind of rubs his eyes. And he goes, "Listen. It's about... what would you say? Anywhere between a week and 10 days travel on the sea back to Emerus?
At the very least.
At the very least, what I can do. When do you plan on leaving?
As soon as possible.
So what, tomorrow? The
If we
day
can
after?
secure it.
He kind of nods over to the people behind him and he goes, "I'll have my acquaintances stock up what they can, and make sure that this is a well-stocked and accounted for travel.
Aye then.
Just tell me when you're ready, and what ship, and where to meet.
Alright. Will you be staying
And
here?
and I'll secure the way for you." What?
How are we meant to find you? Will you be staying here?
I'm staying here.
Alright then.
At this, Adelaine, that's been leaning against the back this whole time, kind of stretches upwards and then claps her hands together, and she goes, "Well, this is looking like a fine shake of things. Another lovely Emerus member joins the crew. And
yet
another
I
one that
feel
hates him just as much as I do."
increasingly less secure in this merry little band that we have, but unlikely bedfellows though we be, I imagine we'll find our way there.
Passage is passage.
Now at this, we will cut back over to the other two.
Alright. Avara's gonna go downstairs and turn the numbers. Are you following or are you staying upstairs?
I'll come with.
Alright, I'm gonna just say, I want you to follow my lead. I'm gonna try something that might seem a little bit unconventional for me, but I think it could help us in rallying support, which is really why I'm doing it. And I want you to play the part of the Frost Salamander once I cue you.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, baby.
Okay, so Avara's gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation,
Okay.
and I want to throw basically like a sparkler down on the floor, like
Like one
a
of those
puff
little
smoke.
poppers?
Yeah, like, and it turns into like a puff of smoke or whatever.
Yeah, you can do that. You can make a little
So I'm
popper.
gonna do that. I'm gonna do that with it,
Okay.
and try to get the attention of the people nearby on the first floor.
Now, I will say, because the bottom floor is definitely more crowded and loud than the top floor, it might take a couple tries, but eventually a couple people just kind of like jump up and lift their foot, realizing that there's a tiny little spark that is just ignited by their feet, and they heard like a little,
Little puff of smoke goes up.
and they do look upwards towards the balcony.
Oh well, I'm downstairs.
Oh, you're down.
I go downstairs and
Okay.
like in the center of the room do this.
Okay, they give you a look.
Now, ladies and gentlemen of this fine establishment known
Oh,
as
no.
the Salty Tomorrow, Morrow, we have a tale for you today. If you would be so eager as to lend us your ear and perhaps your coin. I'm kind of like giving off the idea of being like a bardic performer, taking a
Oh,
page out of
Lord.
Humi's book.
Is this a far even good?
Humi's ears are gonna start ringing. They're
Her,
just gonna be like,
her charisma is fantastic, and she understands the importance of using people. Let's just say.
Oh.
Oh,
So
my.
she's going to sort of with numbers. This is my traveling compatriot Numbers, also known as the Green-Haired Wonder in certain circles, and we are here to tell you of the story of adventurers who have slayed a frost salamander, the very one terrorizing this town.
A handful of murmurs begin amongst the people, a lot of which were just involved with their own conversations, and definitely a handful of heads have turned and begun to face you as you're speaking loudly to everyone, especially the group of hunters that was sitting more towards the fire.
So she's going to say, yes, the frost salamander was upon us. Travelers on a weary road in a dark night. And she's going to gesture towards Numbers, sort of inviting him in to like play this part as she sort of alluded to.
Numbers. It sort of does like a T-Rex motion, I guess, and gnashes his teeth and goes. Ah.
Both of you roll performance real quick.
Okay.
Please be bad.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, they both suck!
That's way funnier.
People are looking... There's like one person that looks like genuinely like invested at this point now that they see Numbers stomping around in their plate, like kind of pretending to be a dinosaur. A handful of people look confused, like you're just a local town drunk maybe, or like a tavern drunk. The hunters are looking at you like a little like nervously.
Yes, the terrifying frost salamander was not something any of us expected to run into, but thankfully we managed to destroy the creature through power, force, and somebody who rode it with a lasso. And I'm going to gesture toward Numbers again and try to do like the pantomime, like the part where Audryn rode the salamander.
he's gonna have to
with a sword.
a little lasso move in the air.
I'm
Oh,
gonna.
Lord.
Y'all ever see Courage the Cowardly Dog, where he goes like, up, 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 up.
Yeah.
But he does like different motions. So Numbers is gonna do like his T-Rex motion and then turn into like a cowboy dude flinging around a lasso, like
Performance.
right and yeah.
For both?
Yeah, both of you guys ride him cowboy performance.
God, why didn't you wait for Home?
I have a
'Cause
fucking
this is way
plus
funnier.
3 to this.
Ooh, 15. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, Numbers, you're getting into
Or
it.
plus
You're getting
four,
into
I have a plus
character.
4. 17.
Okay.
Second act is better than the first. Come on.
At this point, the people that looked a bit wary and like unsure of like who the fuck is this and what is happening in the middle of this tavern tonight, they start to peek up a bit at this, and now they're getting invested. They see Numbers like galloping around like a cowboy at this, a bit clumsily because the plate is quite sluggish. But they start to look and they nod. There's murmuring amongst each other, and they're like, you hear like whispering around, going like, "Do you think they really did it? Like, wow!" Like you just hear all this like whispering beginning, and they're watching.
A smile forms in the edge of Avara's lips as she sort of tries to jump up on this little thing here. Oh shit! Not
On
that
the
high.
fucking lattice?
No, yeah, like catch herself on like a lower part of the lattice, just so she's like a step higher than the ground. Nothing
Okay.
crazy. Like there, yeah. As she sort of, gestures with her hands off the top of it. And yes, the party known as the Double Down slew this salamander, bringing safety to the town of Pasrial, and collecting our bounty as well, should there be one such available. And she's sort of floundering here because they don't have like the actual items that they took from the salamander on them right now. So she'll kind of like look nervously toward Numbers and be like,
And and Numbers is gonna pretend to be a dying salamander doing like a death you know
A little
action.
a little croaking animation.
Yeah, like and then fall to the ground.
Do you do the thing where you like die, you lie there, and then for that like 5 minutes you're like, oh.
Well, I wait for the reaction. Do I
You-
get
Avara-
clapping?
last performance
Avara's gonna
check, guys.
Avara's gonna pretend to like sprinkle a little magic over him as he like dies, like ooh. Sparks coming out
Like
of my hand.
prestidigitation again.
Yeah, sparks out of my hand
Oh.
from prestidigitation.
Oh, cool.
You guys
Oh,
rolled this last
out of the
performance check with advantage with the help of prestidigitation.
Yay!
Nice. Alright, so that'll be a 17 on the first roll.
Oh.
Oh.
No numbers. And a
17,
17 again.
Me.
Alright. But that's okay. Numbers, as you begin to slow down and like kind of put your hand to your throat and like a kind of motion and then clunk to the ground with a loud thud. Alvara, you throw your hand up and little sprinkles of magic fall around as you tell the tale of the Double Downs. And people around, like, they start to look at each other, and they're still whispering and muttering. There is a handful of, like, clapping from around the room. A handful of people look mighty impressed. And at this point, all you people upstairs, what your events at this point have ended. So you hear this all happening downstairs. Like, you hear a bit of, like, an applause begin to erupt. And you don't see your friends waiting for you anymore. But the hunters around you guys, they go, "Well, where are the spoils? Can you prove you slayed this beast?"
Yes, they are with our compatriots. They are on the way shortly, and I promise you, you will be impressed by it. And she's gonna take a bow and grab Numbers' hand, if it'll let her, and kind of do like a bow with him, like a.
Numbers, why
Yeah.
you're sliding up the stairs?
I didn't know where to go.
Over.
I guess if we
get
hear
off
the
Gladys.
clapping, we'd make our way downstairs.
A
Yeah,
handful
who
of
has
people
this-
go,
who
"Well, I'd
has
sure
the
like to
stuff?"
see this stuff."
Audrin has everything in
Audrin has
in
it?
the bag of holding.
I suppose I do.
The hunters go, "Well, I'd sure like to see the spoils of your kill. This is quite the tale indeed, if this is what you say is true. But at the very least, it's quite an interesting story."
As soon as Avara sees them come down the stairs,
Are
presumably
you guys coming?
she's gonna go.
Yeah, I'll come down the stairs. I
Yeah,
mean,
sure.
unless
I'll
we probably have nothing else to discuss up here. I feel like we kind of like sorted it.
Then I'll motion to Audrin to get on the stage.
Yeah, he says his goodbyes to Sal, and he's gonna get on over, and then he'll do exactly what Numbers' motion for him to do.
Avara's just gonna say, "Behold the frost salamander," and
Wait.
like gesture to them as well.
Wait,
Are y'all coming?
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'm
reach
figuring it
into-
out. I'm figuring it out. Give me a
Yeah.
minute.
I'm gonna reach into Audrin's pouch and take out one of the
Just dropping
teeth,
myself.
one of the frost teeth.
There's a lot of
Hold it high.
like oohs and ahs at this as they see this large like it's one of like the nice teeth or the shattered teeth.
Nice teeth.
One of the nice teeth. So this is a long, like dagger-like piece of tooth. It is huge. It is pristine. It looks like sheer ice through it with a little bit of that like kind of marrowy color. It is disgusting and amazing. It's like a big dinosaur tooth almost. Whenever you see all these oohs and ahs around, and the hunter's eyes go wide at this.
Tooth of Shywood.
Shiny.
Aurora's gonna lean. I guess. Well, I'm standing next to Alvara. What the hell did y'all get into while we were up there?
We are spreading our renown for the sake of a powerful image, she'll say coyly with a grin.
One of the
And-
people.
Bad. Not bad at all.
And then I reach into Audrin's bag and put away the tooth, and take out a little tuft of what flesh?
The
What is
skin,
it?
the
like
What
the
is
leg
hide,
and the
What is
skin.
it?
Hell,
Good?
the hide, yeah.
Hell?
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
sure,
I-
Baloo.
There's even more oohs and ahs at this, as the whole bottom floor of the tavern at this point has begun to turn their attention over. So everyone looking at this glistening piece of this icy blue hide that you hold. And at this, you see a few people at the bar itself kind of look to each other, and then they raise their tankards high and goes, "Well, 3 cheers for the double downs!" And before you know it, the entire lower floor of this tavern is cheering to the double downs.
Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Yeah.
Guys, we did it. Became famous.
We did it.
We did that.
A few people shout up, "You might fetch a pretty price for that there piece." Understand
Yeah,
if you want to keep
whereabouts?
it, though.
We are taking offers from any interested buyers at this time. Thank you all very, very much.
I thought that tooth was Aurora's.
We
Thank
put
you.
everything in group
Yeah, it's
loot.
all.
It got group looted, yeah. I think the goal was to
Granny
sell all of
apple.
it. I don't think anyone wanted to keep any of it. Sorry.
Could
I mean,
we-
I
Granny apples?
Could we make cloaks out of the skin?
You could. You could if you
Yep.
talk to the right person, but one at a time, gang. Who's
We
trying to
should
talk?
try doing-
Granny apples, yeah.
Granny Apples is going to take the tooth from the bag, one of the good, pristine ones. They're going to raise it up into the air and cast light on it. And so it's not translucent, right?
Towards the end, it is a bit translucent, almost like ice.
Okay, so you start seeing a icy glow as I put the light into it, and it gravitates out.
Ooh.
You should have seen the breath from this beast. A terrible, terrible thing. It nearly took us down in one fail hit, but we were able to persevere.
Everyone's kind of looking at you, like, they're still very impressed, and at this, like, there's a lot of gasps and looks, but they're also a little confused as they're seeing this little old grandma
Yeah.
talk about it.
Old lady.
They look kind of concerned, and they're like, "Oh, that poor woman. Are they traveling together, maybe?" Like, you just hear, like, those kind of rumors. Like, "Oh, this poor old lady almost got killed by the ice salamander."
I'm gonna pipe
Oh.
up and say, now don't let her fool you. She's one of our toughest fighters. She's got a lot of tricks up her sleeve.
They
Isn't
look
that right, Granny?
amused yet a bit, like, amused and confused.
That rhymed.
Tricks, I suppose. So Granny Apples is going to do
A backflip.
backflip. Yeah, actually, a backflip into a somersault. Or no, a somersault into a backflip. Yeah. All right.
Whoa.
Damn, Granny Apples is doing a backflip?
She-
Oh,
Okay,
Granny!
So that is going to be. It's
Granny.
only a +6, so 8.
Granny's
an
gonna
Well,
push
she
it.
didn't. Oh
No,
no.
you used it
I
already.
don't.
Yeah, you used it
I
already.
don't have inspiration this time. No.
Humi,
Oh, I
you
would
find
wait.
in this form it's a little harder for you to kind of get the bones moving, as it were. You go to do a backflip, but because of just the state of the floor here, it's old and weather-worn. You find yourself kind of creaking a bit on the floorboard, losing your footing, and as you attempt to do the flip, you kind of just fall and stumble a little bit. And a handful of people then rush over to try to help you up. They are worried that you
Aw.
have just broken your hip.
Oh no.
I'm gonna play into it. Oh, maybe not as spry as I once was.
There now, Granny. It'll be all right. Why don't you go back to your friend? And like one person leans into you guys, and she goes, "Pardon for asking, but is this maybe your grandma or one of you their grandchildren? Maybe." I don't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is our dear friend over here, and she's gonna gesture to Numbers. That's his It's his grandma.
That's right. Now, come along, Granny Apples. That's enough
I think that's
adventuring.
the first one she pretended was her grandson, right? It was Numbers.
Audrey
Yeah.
and Numbers were her grandsons, but mainly Numbers.
Yeah, mainly Numbers. I remember.
Numbers, come get your grandma.
Come get your grand.
Granny trying to bust a move out here and nearly killed herself.
Oh my gosh, she fucking did.
Oh my fucking
All
god,
right.
she fucking did. At this...
Well,
No, go ahead.
no, please.
I was gonna say, down here, Numbers, with your passive perception, there's people gathered around at this point, taking in the camaraderie and congratulating the party of the Double Downs for felling such a dangerous enemy that has posed quite the threat. It is, as you guys have learned from hearing conversation from here and there, like, this isn't a creature that normally roams this far southern down there, usually in quite cold regions. A lot of speculation going on about what the cause could be, some even relating it back to the influx of the undead pouring out, just everything is going all kinds of unnatural. Numbers, as you're looking around to these handful of people, you'll notice a couple of them discreetly, but have small little tattoos, like on their upper arms, depicting the symbol of Umberlee.
Oh.
And at this, as you lock eyes with this symbol, that same pressure builds back in your head. It's like you can feel the deep sea salt brine within your nose. And almost like a hushed whisper, like a in the back of your mind as you look to this.
Whoa.
For the DM! Oh, come on!
Don't blame me.
I'm too hot right now.
I'm
gonna start sweating. I'm too hot. I'm gonna start sweating. Alright, cheers.
Is it like a particular group of them?
There's just a couple people here and there. They just look to be sailing folk. But it's a familiar symbol that holds a strange grip in the back of your head, almost as if someone is like grabbing you from like the back of your skull.
Yeah.
Adeline comes down with you all, and she claps you on the shoulder, Audrin. And she goes, "Well, whatever trash you've dragged yourself into this time, now that you've had your fun, I'm gonna go make some actual moves happen, and I'm gonna go speak to the harbor master before the night's over."
Hold on. I'll come with you.
Oh, you will? Well, I think...
Man, you dropped it. No, I'm kidding. I want to get a pair of eyes on what they have here in the port.
Feel free to join me if you like, but I'd hardly reckon you might want to keep your mouth shut on this one. You have a way about you of... How do I put it? And she kind of gestures in the air for a little bit, squinting her eyes as if she's trying to recall something serious. She goes... "Oh, yes, that's it. You have a habit of talking a lot of shite out your ass."
Aye, but I also have a way of getting myself out of trouble. The same trouble that I often make, so...
She points a finger to you, like, almost to your nose, as if, like, scolding a dog. And she goes, "Don't ruin this for me, Audrin. I'm getting out of this hellhole."
Right, and I'll be coming with you.
God damn it. And she goes to make for the door.
Let's fucking go.
Is there like a... Can you remind me if... didn't Aurora ask if there was a blacksmith in town?
She did.
I did.
There was one called Water's Edge.
Water's Edge?
It's more towards the docks. It's easy enough to get here from here.
What time of day is it again?
It's like late evening at this point. You imagine a lot of places are probably going to be like closing shop in like, you know, a little bit. The harbor master themselves is probably still like keeping eye on the harbor. But shops would probably be closing like within an hour.
Okay. Team, do we think it's worth visiting there tomorrow, or should we turn it in for the night?
We've had a hell of a long day. Honestly, I'd be surprised if anyone went out. Because, like, we almost died, like, 2 times and did a full, like, travel to get here in cold weather.
Yeah,
You
out
guys
of
have had a
character.
long day.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. My hit points are so low.
Out of character, I think we should call it a night, and we could always just head to the merchants in the morning and figure out what's going on with the
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
yeah, it's a good idea.
Well, I'm gonna
Is
ask where
anyone following Adeline and Audrin to the harbor?
No, I'm not stealthy.
I'm probably gonna start heading to bed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have no reason to follow them.
And it was a very
Umi will
busy
follow
day.
them.
Kumi will follow them?
as Villana.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Everyone else that is heading to bed, there are the rooms upstairs for you.
Oh, you're gonna make me go up 3 flights of
Well,
stairs?
I will not because we're gonna change back over to the board of Pasrial before we end for the night.
If it's only
okay.
evening, I'm gonna stay at the bar and revel in what just happened.
There's lots of revelry to be had. In fact, people are buying each and every one of you mini drinks.
Alright, great.
Woohoo!
Let's get
In
fucked up.
celebration of the double downs.
Woo!
Nice.
Aurora's knocking back 2 at a time, baby.
Can I just say one thing? The numbers before before we cut over to the other scene.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
Avara, like a few drinks in at this point, is gonna put an arm on Number's shoulder, and or a hand on Number's shoulder, and just sort of say, "Now that Numbers is how you make allies and power projection happening at the same time, and reputation, and it was actually a lot of fun too." And
Yeah.
that'll be all she says.
It's good to see you come out of your shell like that, Elvira. Excellent performance out there.
And
I
she
think
holds
I
a
did
finger
as
up
well.
to your lips as you're talking, and just goes, "Shh." I did it for the projection of power and for buyers. And she'll give him a little doot on the nose.
What?
He is clearly very inebriated at this point. With the free beverages
Oh, she
flowing like water.
booping.
She booping at this point.
Did
Uh,
Mina go back upstairs to bed?
And that'll be it.
Mina is going to maybe not to bed right away, but she's definitely going to go to rest.
Okay, when Alvara's done, I wanted to just say something to Mina, because I was going to follow her.
I'm done now. That was
So
Uh,
I'm gonna go to
I'm
bed as
just
well.
gonna stay and drink at the bar for a while and then pass out drunk. Or, well, trance out, I guess.
Well deserved.
Yeah, really.
So I guess Aurora will follow Mina into the bedroom and say, not bad for your first time at playing your hand at some games in outside of the Feywild. You won. You won us some information. You gotta feel good about that, huh?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I would definitely be down to do it again.
And she's also gonna say to her, you don't think that it's a bad idea, right? Teaming up with this fella? I mean, it doesn't seem like we have many other options, but I don't know. I wanted someone else's opinion.
It seems like he wants to get out of here as badly or even more than we do. So we might be able to use that to our advantage, I guess?
That's what I'm hoping. I just am really hoping he doesn't turn on us. Hearing that he's hired people to try and kill Aldrin on multiple occasions doesn't sit well with me, but I guess if he's...
Sounds like a lot of people have tried to kill Audrin before.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess he does seem desperate enough, and a desperate man, I suppose, would be willing to put his issues aside to get what he wants. We've got a long journey ahead of us, and it ain't gonna be easy.
It's definitely not. But if he is that desperate, he probably wouldn't try anything until we got close to our destination, so we should be fine while we're on the sea at least.
That's what I was thinking, but if I were you, I would just keep my head up a bit the closer we get to Emerus. Just, make sure he doesn't start doing anything shady.
Okay.
Anyway, that was a fun night, and we should do it again. You played real well.
Thank you, you too.
Then I am going to flop onto the bed and go to sleep.
So,
Mina is going to make a small nest and move to bed.
as Adelaine and Audrin head out into the growing colder evening and soon darker night, with a now newly shifted Humi as Villana following behind,
Jesus Christ.
we will end session here for tonight.
Wow.
Great job, gang.
Nice one.
Great job with your gambling.
The
I
one
wasn't
to
sure how that was
gamble
gonna
it.
go.
Yeah, we could have lost a lot, but
Yeah.
Sure could have.
it seems that it was fairly limited because we had to pay 10 at the door until Humi started to bet, our diamond dust that we kind of need.
Now that threw me off, is putting the diamond dust on the table.
I was like, oh my god. I was scared. I
We
was like,
lose-
well, maybe Humi rolled way higher than me. Maybe, I was like, maybe Humi rolled a 12 and she's gonna win it all and it'll be
A
fine.
little bit. A little bit.
Gurney Apples was feeling it tonight.
Humi gambles away 5 gold of our diamond dust. Next session, someone dies and we can't revivify them.
Well, you can't use
No!
diamond dust for that anyway.
No, you need
Oh, that's
the
right. It has to
diamond.
be
It's gotta
diamond.
be a pure diamond.
Diamond
Diamond
dust
dust
is
is
good for
only
other
for me.
spells and also just money.
Put the dust together, you can build a full diamond again.
So,
That is true.
player inspiration. Let's go down the line. What say you, Audrin?
Oh boy. Yeah, this one's a little tricky, but I say that every week at this point. So, I think it's between Alvara and Mina, and Aurora, to be honest. All three really shining bright tonight. Let me see. Neck and neck, really, but I think I'll give it to Alvara for a little bit of fun and making a bright and enjoyable roleplay scenario in a very limited time. So that was very good.
Yeah, that was cool. It's like Alvara coming out of her shell a little bit.
She did it for the power and the influence. She didn't have that much fun.
Okay, Alvara.
Before I get my inspo, I do want to give a shout out to my runner-up Humi numbers for the animations and the little T-Rexin as the lizard. I thought that was fun. Thank you for indulging the roleplay. But it's gonna be Audrin tonight. It was a very Audrin-oriented session. Another big character out of his backstory, presumably, coming into play. It'll be interesting to see how that relationship develops and things going forward. I mean, we're in like a big area for your story, right? Like the ocean, the ports. Yeah, so I think it'll be interesting to see, the development going forward. And you have my vote tonight as we.
Well, thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. I'm not sure if we can trust his ass.
For real. I want literally at the beginning of the convo. I can't wait to kill you with my own hands. By the end of the gambling session, I'm gonna join you. You're like,
Enemies
kill you.
lovers are.
Nice and slow.
Holy shit.
Alright, Aurora. Ouch. I just hit myself in the headphones.
God, it's
No.
it's between it's between everybody did so well. For me, it's between Alvara and Audrin. I mean, I loved what Alvara did. I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was I agree, it was a great usage of role playing in such a short amount of time. But I think I gotta give it to Audrin just for the banter he did a lot of really good role playing with this guy. And for trying to use his special dice for the first time.
That fucking backfired, but
that backfired. But
it did earn me 2 coins, which was nice.
Yeah, it earned you coins. And like when they were talking to each other, like I was just like silent, like I was taking it all in, like just trying to absorb all the information I could. It was a lot of like backstory info that I was interested about, and I think you did a good job role playing it.
Thank you. I tried hard.
Audrin, I just want to throw this out there really quick. His check that I made for him to notice you doing this, I will say he definitely had advantage on it, because this is some shit you've done to him in the past. And he's pissed.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What'd he roll though? Was it close or was it like way
Oh
higher?
no, it was pretty high.
Oh,
That side of hand check was Garbo, unfortunately.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Sometimes it be that way. Humi.
I think I'm going to give it to... I want to give it to Alvara for initiating that interaction. Because it was a fun interaction, and they went out of their way to try and do something new, and I appreciate that, They're trying to get renown, and real sees real.
That's true. Thank you for the posture check, hydrate Sippy, and potion redeem Oni.
That's
Damn
why I
it.
said, God damn, it was just like boop, boop,
Taking the
boop.
potion.
Whatever
I am
potion it
fixed.
is, I will say whoever gets it, you are allowed to take it either now or when we do community night on Wednesday, because we are ending. But
If it's me, I'll save it.
Mina,
I'm personally going to give it to Alvara because of that wonderful bit of showmanship that was done and initiating that whole like interaction with the people.
Thank you.
That
alrighty.
was pretty.
Numbers.
I'm gonna give it to Alvara for the excellent performance and allowing me to do the same. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
My
fun.
co-star.
Congratulations, Alvara. You have received player inspiration for the week.
Yahoo!
So, right now I am posting community inspiration up over on the Discord. You can vote for one more person to get a point of inspiration for the coming week. And, don't forget guys, what's a potion do? So a potion is a certain type of spicy beverage that we happen to take, and it comes in like a small little form that we
And you-
knock back.
And you get to choose who takes it.
But I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, save it for Wednesday, because Wednesday is community night. You will just get free potion on the table. Whoever will take it will... I accidentally disputed myself. Whoever will take it... Me! I will take it on Wednesday then. So guys, join us for Wednesday. We're gonna be playing golf with your friends, and I'll be allowing access to the subs to join us for it, so we can all play golf together, and you guys can all experience the fucking agony it is to play with fucking Andrew.
Yay!
All right.
Oh boy.
Cut his mic off. Cut his audio off.
Now, really quick before we end, shout out tonight to Ash, because today is Ash's birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Ash!
birthday!
Happy birthday, Ash! They are a pal of ours, and we play Curse of Strahd every Thursday with them. They're super cool,
She
super
is
awesome.
the coolest.
We love her. Go give her some love and support.
Yay!
Check out the Discord. Check out the YouTube.
Hey,
if you want
The
to see it.
Discord, the YouTube for the VODs later, yeah.
It
Alright.
looks like someone is streaming.
Happy level up day. Yeah, we leveled up today,
Happy-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we did.
leveled up.
No.
Good.
Yeah, we're level 8.
No! Alright.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, guys. See you Wednesday.
Bye!
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.